pregnant, looking absolutely beautiful, and I'm thinking, shame on me. But, and yeah, so I'll use a filter for lashes because, I mean, the closest thing I'd get to some is a set of strips right now, but not happening. No nails. This is just mum life. Typical mum life is, Sean and Caitlin. Lydia, hi, sending love back, thank you so much. Jamie's on if you want to chat. Oh, why don't Sean and Caitlin, you're just being polite now. It's fine, it's been a long year. Yeah, it is. I just thought it today. I was literally on the way to Louis, taking him some food, and I just looked at myself and I'm thinking, there's mirrors in the lift to the hospital. That's the worst thing, because then you get to see how rough you look. You rush, then you get to the hospital and they've got these blooming mirrored lifts, and it's like, oh God, seriously, just shut my eyes. Look at you, Leon.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not even looking at myself. I'm just reading the comments because I'm just watching all the nice comments go by and all the heart me's and gifts that I get in the chat. So I'm going to share your stream out on my phone. So
see, I've got Leon with me, and he understands this a little bit better. I have no bloody clue.
Yeah, I'm just going to share the stream out to like people. I'm not looking at myself because I look like an elf. King Louis #1 fan, there we go.
Is anyone up to anything fun tonight? Anyone doing anything interesting?
Bingo.
Anyone going on a nice holiday? Doing anything nice? I did start daring to think about a holiday with Louis, but I'm thinking, well, yeah, but I did think maybe like a caravan in England or something might be. I don't know if maybe even that's thinking ahead. I don't know, but I just thought it might be something to look forward to for now. But Leon, that post is back up and he's reporting.
Oh my God,
so annoying. I don't know why. Imagine needing to get clout or whatever the saying is on TikTok. I don't know that desperately that you've got to pretend that somebody's passed. Like I don't get it.
Yeah,
what a
crazy.
sicko. The worst thing is because there will be family members that are not tech savvy that'll get up tomorrow, and then somebody else will have told them, as it does, this one and that one down the grapevine, and then the next thing you know, I'm getting phone calls of people that we know going, is it true? And I'm like, what? Do you know something I don't? Oh, it's sick. But the thing is, I've had enough of it, because I'm not even going to read into it. I did it last time, and then I kept jumping into other people's lives saying Louis is alive, he's doing well, and to be honest, it gets exhausting. If anyone sees it, if you report it, then that'll help. Yeah, look, see, there's another person. I nearly cried when I looked at it. Exactly, it's not right, is it? It is really disturbing.
Yeah, it is weird, but yeah, I'll try.
Even my own mum was really upset at the last one. And my mum's quite a hardy, not a lot phases her, but even she was just like, what the hell is going on? So no, I think it's because we've just been through so much. It's been real sort of emotional testing times. We've literally been on the edge. It felt like living in a horror movie. It felt like hell and back. I know. And please don't, I'm not taking away from that. I know people have had much worse than me. I'm not even going to, I'm not going there.
But you're supposed to climb.
It's just been really horrible, and hopefully Louis just going to go on and get more well and all the rest of it. But we don't need them sort of posts. It's not good. And more importantly, Louis is upset when he sees them, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean,
that's the thing. It stresses him out.
If you've seen that about yourself, then how would you feel? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Ollie, Chatterbox, see you in the chat. How you doing, bro? But anyway, I'll try to get in touch with the agency that Louis is with, because we're both the same agency. See if we can get the video taken down again. Because yeah. Oi, Mal with the hand heart.
Hello, Mal. Hey Mal. Hope you're good. See, Mal, I'm not as good as you on here. How you do it, I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't even have. We're not. I don't even have the setup like you TikTok people have it.
Yeah, we've got no tripod.
It's me holding the phone at my arm's length, it's shaking. Oh God. I say we're. Sorry, Leon. I'm a novice.
The easiest way to do it, but you'd have to stand up, would be like lean it against something over there, and then you'd have to stand up.
No, do you know what I did the other day when I was on the other one that caused so much controversy, but I was just trying to say that, you know, ignore the post that's saying Louis passed, fake post, report it. I actually had a tin of beans, and I put it on a sweet tub, and I used my phone next to it. Take it, that's not what everyone else does, no?
Yeah, do you know what we need? We need to get a tripod and a ring light.
Oh, I need a ring light, do I?
Yeah. Oi, Keely with the butterfly, thank you. Yeah, no, I don't know how that video's back up. I don't know how that's managed to get back up. The person who got it taken down, they must have appealed it and somehow managed to get it brought back up. But
I know, because even his agency had got that took down. So
yeah,
how
that's
do
what I
they?
mean. So the person, like their account, obviously they would have had it come up like the video's been taken down, but they still get the option to appeal it.
Yeah.
So they must have appealed it and won.
Hey guys, Louis doing okay. He's hanging in there. He's doing really well. Thing is, to stream is really draining, and he hasn't got the energy at the minute. He is gram negative, which is an infection, for those of you that don't know, a bacterial infection. That's on top of having a clot and just having a new ticker put in. So he just, you know, he's talked about coming on here and doing a stream, but he just said he's really not feeling up to it. As soon as he is, he will. And the hospital, yeah, this is Louis' brother. The hospital are really, really not fans of TikTok at all, and anti-streaming of any form. So that's put a bit of a spanner in anything that we could have done just for you guys, really. But yeah. Yeah.
Although on the bright side, when he actually eventually gets out, I'll be able to help him like record a lot of videos and stream all the time and stuff, because I know he's got a lot of stuff he wants to do when he gets out of the hospital, so we'll be able to like stream all of that and record it and stuff.
For what reason? Yeah, good question. I don't know. They told him he couldn't have his phone when he first woke up. That was another hoo-ha. There's always a bit of something. He had capacity, so it wasn't as if he was under the, you know, anaesthesia or anything. And then they knew he was a streamer, and then they said, we'll do you a deal. If somebody can stand over you, we'll let you have your phone. And then that's when I jump in and do my mum bit, like, no, that's not happening. And then they did another deal with Louis and said, I tell you what, if you agree not to stream, we'll let you have your phone. So he said, I don't want to stream, I want my phone. And that was, oh, someone's on about the dog.
Yeah, the dog's trying to jump all over me, just ignore that.
Annie, yeah, zero rejection is amazing. They've since tweaked his rejection meds. They were causing him a lot of problems, and he was like literally shaking like a leaf. They've tweaked them down. So whether or not, because he's going to have another biopsy next Thursday. So potentially he could have rejection next Thursday. But they'll test it weekly for now, and then depending on the level of rejection, they tweak the rejection medication, and that's a whole new ball game. I don't know if anyone's been through transplant before, but wow, it's a new one on me. So you have your medication for the week all planned out, but at the minute it fluctuates in dosage, and on 3 days of a week you get a different medication.
Oh, 1 second.
Ooh.
That's crazy. That is 25,000 coins. That is insane. Shout out.
Thank you.
Wait, what was their name? I didn't see it. Wills. Shout out Wills with the gift, man. That's crazy.
Thank you. I don't actually know what the gifts mean. I need the kids to interpret them for me. But anyway, hey, thank you very much. My mum was tested for a heart transplant, but her organs were too weak. Oh God, that's so sad. I'm sorry to hear about that.
Guys, the comments are going really fast, but we see all the nice comments that you're all putting. We appreciate it, and everyone who sent any hearts or hearties or any type of gift, we appreciate that.
How long's Louis likely to be in hospital? We don't actually know at this point, because he has a few extra issues, and he was always. So when he had his transplant assessment, they queried if he was transplantable or not. Also because of his mobility needs. I don't know if all of you know, but Louis needs a new set of hips. And the fact that, oh my God, the dog's going to join in now. The fact that he wasn't so able-bodied made them question if they'd put him to transplant, because they like the patients to be able to get up straight away.
Oh, Minnie.
Moving around, and they said that they know if you can't get up and moving around, they know that you can get into problems much quicker, basically. You know, blood clots and all the rest of it. And lo and behold, Louis does have a blood clot. Kidney issues. Guess what? my Louis got kidney issues. He's had some dialysis and his kidneys are sluggish, but hopefully they'll pick back up. They do say that the kidneys are being the next organ in line. They kind of get a bit shocked, and so they anticipate that sometimes they can have this issue. It's not something they've never seen. So we're all just hanging tight. My uncle gave 4 organs last week when he died. Do you know something? Amazing. Absolutely.
Let me just see something.
Amazing. I have to say, Leon, you're going to fiddle with the screen and I don't want to talk about it.
No, I was just checking. Where is it?
My thoughts have sat with the donor and the donor's family all the time. It's something I don't want to talk about too much because I'm not sure how Louis feels, and Louis is already going through a lot. And I'm mindful that he could be watching. I don't know if he is or he isn't. But I just want to say the donor family, they have been in my thoughts very, very much. And as a mother whose child now has received the gift of life, for me, I have an element of, I don't know. I don't even want to. I'm not going to share too much, but my thoughts are there, and I think donors are incredible, and donor families that allow that decision to go ahead if the preference wasn't specified, I think are absolutely incredible for what they do, and it is a gift of life, and let me tell you, Louis is taking it very seriously. He's been trying to eat healthily. He's been not, he doesn't want to waste this gift.
Yeah, he's been taking all the precautions he can.
Yeah, he wants to get up as soon as he can get up before the physios come. He's like, can I get up now? Trying to get up. So he's not just sitting back. He's definitely, he wants to make it work, and he's doing the best he can. And I think his new ticker likes his home. So I hope he's doing his donor proud. Oh, I don't know why the dog wants to join in. No, Minnie Moo. No. Oh my God. Come on join in. Come on then. We're talking about Louis. This dog normally sits with Louis all the time.
Yeah.
And so if you say his name, normally she goes and runs to the window to look for him. I'm not going to say it because she might just do that. Or should I? Because Louis will go mad if I do. He'll say, why do you do that? Or if I ring Louis up and I FaceTime him and I'll say the name, he'll say, what are you doing that for? You're just going to upset. Louis 21. But he had acute myeloid leukemia when he was little. And he achieved remission for 10 months, and then he relapsed, for those that don't know. And then he had problems walking, and then we realised that his hips needed replacing. But alongside that, we realised that his heart was failing and was damaged, and it had actually gone amiss initially. It had been reported but not picked up by the doctors. And then he was really, really poorly. He was offered a transplant at 8, declined, had palliative care, unexpectedly, unanticipated, had a period of slight improvement, which meant he was able to be at home, and with oral medication he was on digoxin. For those of you who don't know, it helps the heart to pump harder, and then January this year it all ground to a halt basically, and he was urgently listed, and he was lucky enough to get his heart. He's had a heart, so who knows what. My hope would be that from this heart will come a new set of hips, and he can do all the things that young people do that he's never been able to do. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, like I said, it's a whole different journey now, because before it was the road to getting the transplant. Now he's had it, and now it's road to recovery. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of. This
is it. It's a rocky road. Anyone that's been through transplant, it's not easy. The anti-rejection drugs and what they do are not easy. It's a tough time, and if I'm honest, I think Louis' journey is cruel. It has been cruel, and it is cruel. The way he has to fight, the way he has to battle, I think there's just no other word for it. I think it's cruel, and it breaks my heart, and it makes me feel sick at times when I have to watch him in pain and suffering. Makes me feel sick to the pit of my stomach, actually. But then he is here, he is breathing, and he's fighting. So
yeah. To be fair, I don't know how he does it. Like, I don't know how he has the mental capacity for it all, because he's so strong, to be fair, to go through all that. Because I know for a fact I don't think I could do it. I don't think, like, mentally I could cope with, like, all the surgery and stuff like that. So he's very brave.
I think in a sense, I think in a sense it helps because Louis has been poorly from a young age, so can you turn that down? So I think in a sense it helps because it's kind of he knows no different. But yeah, it's in that sense as opposed to somebody that's just struck down poorly, then they've got to get used to hospital life and all the rest of it. Yeah, I don't know. No, I can't.
I'm talking to Leon, not you.
Let's have a look.
Oh God, sorry, we're getting asked for a code. 201831.
201.
Can you?
831.
There we go.
Okay, pardon me. Jesus Christ, I'm only getting a code.
He needed a verification code for
Thank you
his
very
account.
much, Leon. Thank you.
Finally, someone.
I mean, this is how untech savvy we are. We've got one that needs a code. We're holding the phone. It's shaking around. We've got the dog that wants to bark. Vin's getting involved.
We're gonna invest and buy a selfie stick or a tripod or whatever it is, and a ring light. There you go. Damn, the comments going so fast. Stevie J, shout out Stevie J. I know you're a big follower of Louis.
No, I don't think he did of his old heart rate. Thanks, guys. You're all so lovely.
Yeah,
King Louis Army is a lovely. You're all lovely.
I'm trying to pick out comments, but they go off the screen before you can even.
I know
read
it
them.
moves quick, and we're not. I think proper TikTokers have like they don't. I don't know if anyone knows your end, but I only know from watching Louis. Like proper TikTokers, they'll have the thing what they're videoing on or whatever you call it, film streaming.
Yeah, like the phone
And
that they're
then-
streaming on,
And then they have another thing, another device, so they can look at one but read on another. Well, no, not us. We're doing it on my trusty old phone.
yeah. Because like Louis, what he has, he streams on his phone, and then he has a pad that he goes on to like read comments.
Yeah, no, he's not home. He's not home. We're home. He's not home. Oh, why does the dog want to bark? What is wrong? She's done nothing but eat since Louis's been in hospital, the dog. I think she's comfort eating because honestly, she's put on. She was 4 kilo before Louis went into hospital, and she's gone up to the next. When she had her next flea and worming, she's 5 point something. So she's put on a lot of weight.
Mum, mod me.
Mod you?
Yeah, mod me.
I don't need a mod. I'm not going to be on TikTok all the time. His kidneys, they're slow but managing, is how they say. He hasn't had dialysis for a few days, so that's good. So they're going to see. They give him a dialyzer holiday, if that makes sense to anybody, because they say if the kidneys get too used to dialysis, they get too lazy. So they give them time then with this dialyzer holiday, whatever it's called, to see do they start kicking into action, and just test the blood and everything regularly and see what happens there. Leon,
Yeah, I was zoned out.
they're probably sick of my voice.
Yeah, he's born to have 100% battling since he was a young child.
Leon swore out. You've been at work since. What time did you go to
I had a
work?
12-hour shift yesterday, got back at like 12:30 in the morning, and then I had to go straight away to sleep because I had work again at 8 AM today. Worked all today, didn't even come home, went straight to the hospital with my nan to go see Louis, then got back like a couple hours ago.
You got there late. You got there after me, and I
Yeah.
left at 6:30. Did you get there about 7?
Yeah.
They got there past blooming visiting, but I said you'll have to say you're taking his dinner and they'll let you in.
Yeah.
And is that what happened?
No, they didn't really
Did you
say
say-
much. We just walked straight through. Oh,
that's
cheers,
lovely.
my lashes look pretty, thanks. Thanks. They were cheap.
I like the contour.
These were just stick-on ones I got from B&M, they're nice.
Yeah, what? Which ones? Are they the Jess Wright ones?
I have no idea what that is, but sure.
Leon.
I'm not too sure what happens with the old organ.
I know, weirdly, I wondered, somebody else mentioned, did you not ask to see it? And when they said that, I thought, oh yeah, I wonder about that. But he weren't really interested. See, Louis doesn't really like to, well, he hasn't. I don't know if it's because he's had a lot go on, but he hasn't mentioned it much about the actual bit of kit. I call it a bit of kit to him. So I know it's subject.
Oh my god. Will,
Oh wow, Will, thank you.
you are insane.
What a beautiful card.
Yeah, that's amazing, that gift. That looks well cool.
Thank
You
you.
got to split the funds with me.
Thank you so much. But yeah, so I don't mention it much to Louis because I think he's got so much going on. he's really trying. I mean, how?
Yeah,
How
I know.
can we put-
I don't know. How
I think
he
the
does
one
it.
thing that I want to, I've noticed is how headstrong he is. Like, he's a stubborn mule, but the way he's fought and the way he's been so determined. But I have noticed I've got to tread carefully around that subject with him, and I guess it is a big deal. So, as in psychological big deal as well, not just the big deal, because it's a massive deal. I think I don't know if I'm wording things right.
But yeah, no, he definitely just wants to get out now because he's done it all, and he's just there and he's just waiting to recover, and also the doctors will let him out.
Yeah.
He just wants to come home.
Come on home. We need a little party, but not a big party because he's on anti-rejection meds.
Yeah.
I mean, even with food, he's scared. He's like, "Can you make sure it's well cooked? Can you make sure?" And obviously, if we're getting any fruit, we're making sure we wash it. If we're doing, he likes peppers. Fresh, the little sweet peppers from Aldi, and so I've been washing them and sending some in slices. He's been trying to eat really well, so I'm quite proud of him because he could be just like, "Mum, get me a burger," but he's not. So, well, he could though, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could.
And he could as well go, "Oh, do you know what? I'm not going to bother getting up because I need new hips and I'm not going to bother." But he don't. He's like, the first thing he did was he wanted to get out that bed. So fair play to him, because I'm not sure if I'd be that fussed after all that ordeal.
Yeah, literally.
With chest drains, ECMO drains, all that malarkey. Because it's quite invasive what they do to you. I mean, obviously, they do a full sternomectomy, so your sternum's cut from the top to the bottom, and then you've got your chest drains as well as your wound site. He also had an ICD site because they removed that, and then because he was reliant on ECMO for 4 or 5 days, was it 4? My days are all out, so you have to bear with me. I'll get everything
Yeah, it wasn't
mixed
in
up.
for that long. It was.
I think it was about
few
5.
times.
I can't remember, but anyway, then the ECMO rods were removed, and again, that's into your main artery in your leg, which they smoothed the artery over with a cowskin patch or something.
The worst part of it was definitely when he first came out of surgery and he was just lying there with a tube, like the breathing tube down his in his mouth, all the wires coming out of him with about 12 different machines connected to him. That was like the most disturbing thing, but it was very emotional as well, to be fair.
No, that weren't the worst part for me. The worst part was, one, when he went down, because I thought my legs were going to go from under me, because I just didn't. We knew it had to happen, but if I could have just avoided that, then I would have. So, I'm there sort of almost encouraging him, telling him it's okay, but in the back of my mind I'm thinking, I don't know if this is going to be okay. I literally did think at one point, I don't know if my legs are going to go. I was standing with him, they let me be with him till he went to sleep, and I did think, oh, my leg's going to go. But as a mum, you just put on that smile and pretend, and you're trying to be positive because you know that's what you want him to see. The last thing he's going to see is your positive face. And when I come out the doors, the 2 coordinators said, "You can let it go now." They knew I was just holding it in for him. It was just awful. My life's never going to be the same. I'll never ever be the same person again. Never. I'll never be the same, and I'll forever be grateful to that donor family.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of comments, people asking if he's still got the blood clot. He's still got the blood clot, guys. That's not just magically disappeared.
Yeah, and that's a worry, because they've stressed that if that breaks off, obviously it's on the thinners, it can cause a stroke. So
Yeah, which isn't the most ideal thing.
no, the stroke is one of the risks of transplant. It doesn't come without its risks, the same as everything else, I suppose.
Yeah. Although Louis doesn't surprise any of us, he just manages
The op took 10 hours.
He overcomes the odds on everything, so.
Well, yeah, and I tell myself that this is what Louis does. He beats odds. This is what Louis does. But then you never know. Like, when the stakes are so high, in the back of my mind, when he went this time, I didn't know what to think, and I still don't know what to think, because at the minute I'm a little bit scared, because I think, yes, he's got his blips, but in general, I mean, come on, his heart's in, it's beating, it's his ECMO's off, he's progressing well in that sense, but I'm scared. Like, I am genuinely frightened, because I don't know. Yeah,
strong-willed is literally the perfect word to use. I don't really know how else you would describe him, because
Yeah, see, there's someone in the Jenny. She's had 2 strokes because of surgery, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think as a mum, I don't know if Louis no fool. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely no fool, and he knows a lot. And, you know, 21-year-olds now, they can Google and do what they do. But I know a lot about it. We went to transplant when he was a child. We had all the transplant talks then. Actually 2 transplant assessments then, and then we've had the transplant assessment this time. Not much has changed actually in them 13 years, and I don't know, the more information you know, I think the worse it is. I think sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, I just want to see him get out now. I just hope the next couple of weeks keep going as good as they are, and he just manages to get out, because the worst thing is when we all have to leave and he's left in the hospital by himself, just bored in 4 walls all day like it's a prison.
Yeah.
Because he don't deserve it.
No, how could he? He's just been a child all his life. He's known nothing but fight. One fight after another. Literally, from when he was 11 weeks old and he had meningitis. And I took him to the doctors, and the doctor must have been a liar, because I took him to the doctors. We actually lived near a GP practice, and so I didn't have a car back then, and I don't even know about I had a mobile, but it was probably like a crappy one. And I walked him down to the doctor's first thing, and the GP said to me, take him home and give him Calpol. I've seen lots already this morning and there's a virus. It must have been a lie. It was 8 in the morning, but looking back you think, oh okay, take him home and give him Calpol. By 12 o'clock I rang my mum and I said, I don't know, I'm not sure. And she said, well, do you want me to come over? And my mum came over and she said, well, it's up to you, it's your baby, you decide. And I said, can we take him to the hospital? We took him to the hospital, and within however long of being there, there was a reg that's now a consultant at that hospital, and she did a lumbar puncture, and she could see, she said it's cloudy, which indicates it's meningitis, but we need to test it and all the rest of it. And then had to wait, and they come back and they said, oh, he'd got meningococcal, and then it was all systems go. But in that first instance, the GP was like, take him home and give him Calpol. When Louis had the leukemia, same thing. I had him at the GP 3 times that week. Again, I didn't drive. I actually rang the out of hours one of the nights, and I thought they're going to think I'm mad by this point, because my symptoms were changing. I'd gone from perhaps a cough and a cold to thinking, I don't know if his belly looks swollen. I was on my own, and I'm looking at this baby, and it's my first baby, and I'm thinking, I don't think he looked like his tummy looked swollen. So I rang the out of hours doctors, and they said, if you want him seen, you've got to bring him to us. And again, I didn't drive, and I'm thinking, oh, I don't know. So I left it till the next day, and then he's seen another doctor, and they'd give him antibiotics, and then they say, oh, let him work, sort of thing. And on the 3rd time that I took him, I'd got a whole list, and I said, I thought it was this, but then it was this, but then it was this, and that doctor listened to me, and she gave me a note and took him to the hospital. When I got to the hospital, I'd actually been reading a book at work, and it wasn't my book, it was the Girl on Counter's book, and it was about a child, and it wasn't even a true story, about a child with leukemia. And everything I was reading in this book, I thought, that's my Louis. So when I got to the hospital, the doctor said to me, what do you think it is? And his dad was actually there at the time, and he said, oh, she thinks it's leukemia and everything. And I said, I do. And the doctor said, I do too. She said, I'm going to do these bloods now and take them down, and we'll know within the hour. Well, next thing you know, they come back with an oncology folder, and I didn't even know what oncology meant back then. I rang my mum and says, they've brought a folder. And my mum says, well, what do you mean? I says, it says oncology, but they've gone away again. And my mum says, well, that means cancer. I was only 19, I didn't know. And then he needed a platelet transfusion, he needed blood, he needed just stabilising at Coventry, and then he was transferred to Birmingham, and then we had to wait. We had to find out what type of leukemia he'd got. Then we realised he'd got acute myeloid, which was not good. It's been rocky. Are you all getting sick of the sound of my voice? You probably are. Sorry, Leon, am I boring you?
No, I'm just really tired. Just say it, chiller.
I'm boring you all, I'm sorry, but it's been a nightmare. It really has been a nightmare. Zoe Morgan's in the chat. Hi, Zoe. The mum gut is real. It is, and I don't know if anyone else had a poorly baby, as in cancer or anything like that, where in your gut, and you get fobbed off. And I don't know about, then you manage to finally get listened to, finally, it's never straight away. And then when you get somewhere, and then you have a conversation with a few of the people, and you think, shit, If I'd have listened, my baby wouldn't be here right now.